What's up, guys? Welcome to Wholesaling on Demand, where we share some of the best kept tips in the industry, interviewing some real estate investors and wholesalers from across the country. Today, we got John Stafford, the Grind Guy. John has been a real estate investor who's been in the business since the age of 19. He was introduced through a mentor and started knocking on doors, introducing himself to potential clients who are going through foreclosure situations. Throughout his journey, he's discovered a deep passion for wholesaling by finding the best off-market deals, which he calls diamonds in the rough. He has experienced highs and lows in the business for the past 18 years and has done well over 1,000 transactions. He's a witness that if you are truly passionate, hardworking, and dedicated in this business, it can be very rewarding. In his own words, real estate investing helps rebuild communities and brings property values up, helping not just investors, but everyone in the community. He loves being a part of that process. We create win-win situations for all parties, and in most cases, everybody eats. So without further ado, let's bring on John Stafford. What's going on, John?
Hey, Ben, how you doing? How you doing?
Good, bro. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, doing great. Sorry about all the confusion that we had here a little earlier.
No worries. We were in the studio, had some technical difficulties, so we had to navigate through some things. That's why we're a couple minutes late on the show today, but we're going to jump in. You realize you can never control every situation, but you just got to work through it. So, John, you're killing it, man. I see you all over social media. You got a lot going on. You've built a team around the Everybody Eats real estate, been investing for several years. Tell us a little bit about your journey, the highs, the lows, and what's brought you to where you are today.
Well, let me tell you, Ben, been investing, like I said, 18 years now. Got started very early, knocking on doors. You can imagine a 19-year-old knocking at your door saying, you know, how can I help? How can I be assistant and save you from going to foreclosure, right?
Yeah.
So it was just a long journey. I know my first 3 months was very hard. I had a family, family members and everybody asking me, well, did you close on your deal yet? Did you close on the deal yet? Did you close on this? Is going on every day. And I'm learning.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not a get rich quick thing. You have to find a niche. So I continued grinding throughout the journey, and I ran into a guy at a RIA meetup, and he needed help with a pre-foreclosure. And I told him that's what I specialize in, not knowing where I'm going and what I'm doing. And I just took that leap and went to the house, contracted, made my first 10,000 after 3 months being in the business and working hard every day.
That's golden.
So
that's golden.
That's how it started. And went to a big meetup, and it was a big guru there, and he was telling me, or he was talking about the deal and saying, hey, it's a young kid out here. You have a deal. You blasted it everywhere, because everybody I came in contact with, I got a business card, found out what the criteria was, and that was my thing. Just getting the deal was my thing. I got buyers. I just need to get a deal.
Already. Yeah, man, you kind of got to grow as you go. It's one of those things that until you actually lock up that first deal and close it at the end of the day, man, there's always that fear factor. And that goes for anything else in life. You got to first cross that threshold and build that confidence within yourself to truly believe that it's possible, right?
Exactly.
Like you said, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You can have the gurus feeding you these dreams all day long, but until you actually witness that in action, it's all a pipe dream, right?
That's exactly what it is. And, you can show and tell everybody about the business, but, if they're not hungry enough to get out here and get involved and do it, then, you're just telling them what to do,
Right.
Everybody on my team, we built a team within the last couple of years, and everybody on the team is hungry. Their desire to win, everybody's the same.
I love it. Man. What would you say your largest struggle is today in the business?
The hardest struggle today right now is the structure. Just to keeping the structuration of a team. Like it's a total of 6 of us. Okay, so you can imagine what that's like. Got 6 people around you calling you every day, plus the maintaining your everyday business yourself as well. So that's what's been the main the struggle, I would say, because it's just getting everybody to that closing table, making sure everybody's eating and everybody's winning.
Right. What CRM are you guys using?
Right now we're using Podio.
Yeah. You guys have a plug-in with that? You guys use Investor Fuse, Beast Mode?
Well, Investor Fuse.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man. That's one of the hardest parts.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We use Mojo Dollar as well, and
Yep.
We're cold calling, man. If somebody's like I'm here right now with you, somebody's on the phone making phone calls.
Yep. Same deal. You got some actually people on site. We got some cold callers out of the Philippines. I mean, they speak almost as good English as you and I. Okay. Mary's a rock star. We've brought on a couple more, and we're trying to groom them up a bit. But yeah, man, it could be a hit or miss. It's like it's hard to find committed people. I feel like stateside, people that understand they're going to grind it out and work off commissions. Again, it's not for everybody, so how can you inspire that action within your team? And you've done a good job at that, man, really building the vision around that. I like that.
Trust me, Ben, it wasn't overnight. It took a long time, and this is not something that was done overnight. We try to build a team, and getting people and putting a team together is not an easy process. It
absolutely is not. We're going through have you read Traction, the book Traction?
Yep. Yeah, I'm on Traction right now. I listen to a lot of the videos. I really don't listen to music that much.
Yeah.
I'm kind of listening to the podcasts and videos throughout the day.
Yeah, Traction is golden, man. We're implementing the EOS system now. And, as you're expanding as an entrepreneur in any line of business, there's always that next level. And I just realized how much I was leaving on the table. One, when I'm not tracking KPIs, and two, when I didn't clearly define each individual's role on the team. You could give them a script and put them on the Mojo dialer all day, but for them to clearly understand their place in the business, you got to break it down, man. That's your responsibility as an entrepreneur.
I'm so glad you're saying this right now, man. I got one of my guys here, Charlie. He's sitting here listening to everything. So it's good that you're saying this right now so he can hear it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Tell me what inspired the Everybody Eats Real Estate. What gave you that vision, man? How'd you put it in place? And I know you got a team built around it now. Tell me kind of how that played out.
Well, how it played out is, I've always been a person that want everybody around me to win. Okay. So it was hard to find those few, but at the same time, it's people out here that are eager to learn and that are willing to do what you tell them to do. Right. If they can see the success behind it, right? So I had, for instance, I had one guy that had been in the game for about 8 months, and he was trying to get to a deal and just really trying to, he went to the real meetups and went to different subgroups and whatnot, and they were telling him what to do, but he just didn't get it. He said he needed to be with a grinder, somebody's in the field actually doing it. And he looked me up on social media. Now, normally, you can't meet everybody on social media and get with them and connect with them, but the way this guy was contacting me on a daily basis, I was like, he's hungry. This is somebody I need on my team.
Yeah.
After a month of being with me, he made his first 15,000.
That's awesome. Yep.
So, the rest is history. I mean, building the team, behind that came someone else and someone else. So that built the team. It's a total of 6 of us, like I said, and everybody's eager, man. It's results behind what's happening.
That's right.
I'm telling them what to do, and their results. They're actually closing on deals.
I think
if there were no results behind that, I don't know if I would have the team.
Right.
Because there are results,
results
kind of like
driven.
Exactly. And then then when we do business, I structure everything on a 50-50 basis. So if you're in on a deal with me, we're splitting the deal 50-50. There's no 80-20. There's no, I'm going to give you what I want to give you. We're going to go 50-50 because I know once you get that deal and you get a taste of what that deal feels like, you're going to get another deal.
Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does.
That's it. You got to build a team around that vision, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is one of my favorite questions to ask, man. And I ask it just about every interview because I know there's a lot of people that are just jumping in and getting started with wholesaling. If you had some advice for someone that's just getting involved in the industry, what would that be?
Find a mentor. That's number one. Number one, find a mentor and vet that mentor. Make sure that mentor is active in the business. Don't get it with a mentor that's saying they've been in the business 20 years ago and they've been doing it 20 years, but they're not currently active right now.
Right.
Get with somebody that's currently active right now, closing deals right now. Yep. And when you get with that mentor, make sure that, you know, like I said, you're vetting them and understanding what they're doing on a daily basis to get business done. My team understands what we're doing every day. Everybody knows what the steps are to get to a deal. They can actually close on the deal without me if they have to do it.
Right. Explain your sales process. I know you're running Mojo. Let's get down to some meat and potatoes with it. So you guys are running through it. Explain kind of how you guys move through the deal.
Okay. So this is a deal, a day-by-day scenario for me and the team. We're driving for dollars. That's number one. Still works.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody's saying buy list, buy list, buy list. Driving for dollars still works because we can immediately pull up on Tax Assess's website, find out who the owner is or the name of the owner is, skip search that owner, get a number, and get on the phone with them right away.
Yep.
So that's our everyday system. That's how it's working. Now, do we implement lists? Yes, we do. Are we working on probate deals? Yes, we are. Are we going to the courthouse? Yes, we are. Those are things that we are doing. But every day, day-to-day basis, right now to get your first deal, go drive for dollars and add value. Make sure that you're going to add value to that mentor that you're going to give it.
Right.
Because you're not adding value, you're going to slow the mentor down. And then at that time, now everybody wants to get paid, and it'll go another way.
That's gold right there. Someone already making moves. They got everyone and their mom hitting them up on a daily basis, right? But you ask yourself, how can I add value to this person's network, right? What can I bring to the table that's going to help to elevate the whole team? It's all about your mindset behind it, right?
Got to be mindset. Mindset is first.
Yep. I love it. I saw you leaving
everybody can't do this business. It takes a strong, because it's an emotional roller coaster. You're going to have your highs and your lows. You're going to have times where you're closing on deals, and there's going to be a time where you go through a dry spot and you need that person to call and say, hey, it's been about 2 weeks and we had title issues on this deal. We had title issues on that deal.
Yep.
Well, build out that pipeline. So when you're having these title issues, that you're still continuing to close, and then those issues that are having title issues, you close on those later, but you continue to work every day as if you don't have anything on the contract.
I tell you what, man, this season has been the largest blessing, but it's been the largest struggle at the same time. Like this week alone, bro, had 2 deals fall off. One blew up at the closing table because, you know, buddy brought a deal to my plate, you know, said, blast it out to your buyer's list. So we split it. We had 10K coming on each side. They get to closing, man, and there was some type of miscommunication. Seller was expecting to get paid 30K. Well, they had a $30,000 mortgage on the property, and somehow that was failed to be revealed until they're sitting at that closing table. Wow. So that thing blew up, man. And yesterday I had a seller walk, thinks that he got a better deal with someone else. And it's crazy, man. That guy loses his property to a tax lien next week on Tuesday. So if anyone locked it up yesterday, then they're going to be quit claiming that over, because there ain't no way that they're going to get a title search back. Plus there's a $7,000 lien on the thing. You know, so dude, it's been a putting out fires all freaking week, man.
It happens, man. It's part of the business, and that's what I mean by the mindset. So just think about this: if your mindset was to quit or give up, we wouldn't be talking right now today. Right?
That's right.
So
absolutely,
that's the biggest thing. Like, and me and my team, we have these Zoom calls and we have these conversations because you're going to have those times, but you have to stick to what? The basics. Stick to the basics. Get back out there and get some more deals on the contract.
That's it.
We work on volume.
Yep.
This is a people business. Get out here. Everybody should know what you're doing. If everybody knows what you're doing, you should get phone calls from an auntie, a cousin, a friend, in another state, somewhere else. Charlie's sitting here with me right now. He was at a party with his aunt, and she told him, hey, the next door neighbor has a house, and you know, it's vacant. I think she's paying 2 mortgages. That was an issue. What did Charlie do? He called the lady. He said, hey, look, I'm an investor. I'm interested in looking at your house and buying it. She said, okay. She worked at a hospital. Charlie went everywhere. He went to the hospital to get the contract signed, went to the closing attorney. He got the key. He did all the running around because this lady couldn't leave her job because he was paying 2 mortgages. Wow. Yeah, man. And managed to get the deal done. And I just solve problems first. And I just went through a situation where we were dealing with a probate, 8-9 months dealing with this issue, right? So I had a mover, one of my mover guys. He cleans out properties for us sometimes. We need it cleaned out. And he told me about a probate before it actually went through the probate process. So I had to jump on the property. But mind you, 8 or 9 months, going by, and they're going through the probate process. Once they go through probate, now everybody's calling them, right? The guy refused to sign the contract with me prior to getting the probate paperwork done. I was just saying you can just sign a contract stating after probate's done that you're going to sell to me. He didn't want to do that. We went through the probate process. I had to raise the price on him. Everybody's calling him, so now he wants to raise the price on me. And I'm saying, look, sign the contract. We through the probate process. I'll close it right away. And that's what he did. We finally closed. We just closed last week, and here we are today.
Yeah, it ain't for the faint heart.
Think about that. If I gave up on that deal, not working that deal for 9 months, that's a deal that would have slipped through the cracks, and that was a nice deal.
That's it.
So.
I love it, bro. So let's jump into the fourth quarter push. That's the title of the message, man. That's kind of what inspired this. I know that it's become something that you're super passionate about, and I know for good reason. I'm experiencing it right now. But let's jump into the fourth quarter. Okay.
Well, the fourth quarter push, the fourth quarter period is all about momentum. That momentum that you're going through right now, use all the negative things you got deals falling apart left and right? Use that momentum to push you into 2019. Your grind should not stop right now. You should be pushing harder than ever right now, because it's going to be other people that are consider themselves bigger and better, and they're going to be slowing down, spending time with families. You're still out working deals, right? So you're getting all the deals that everybody else is. That's why I say fourth quarter push, because now you got to go harder than ever, because it's some people that don't work during this time of year. They just refuse to do it. Regardless, they don't care. They let every other investor get what they're going to get. They pushed all the way out, 10 months of the year, and they've done the last 2 months of the year. So this is the time when you go harder than ever.
I love it. I'll tell you what I'm finding, man. You got a lot of people approaching the holidays that if they have a vacant house or something that's got a headache on it, they haven't really considered selling it as much. Well, you need some money for vacations and gifts. It's Christmas time. We got to get the kids some presents, so people are trying to offload these problem properties they got. And at the same time, you got the money guys, you got your cash buyers who are trying to clear up their books and offload that money before taxes,
Exactly.
It works out, man.
So we get phone calls on a consistent basis with that. Like our cash buyers right now, one just called me today. He had a house in Decatur he bought from me. It just sold, so he's eager to get another property. We have returning clients. We handle everybody on a, we're in a people business, so we have to handle it, please everybody. Sometimes it's gonna be, you get to a table and it goes left considering what just happened. But at the end of the day, it's about how you treat, how did you treat that person? Most of our deals are done off of relationships. I can't tell you how many deals that we get off a relationship, and how many buyers just choose to deal with us because they see how we handle business, and we're not trying to. We're all about volume.
That's right. What are your favorite books? Because mindset is huge in this industry. Any entrepreneur, you need to be reading. You got to fuel your mindset, make sure you're ready to deal with these issues when they come up. Because I tell you what, you sign up to be an entrepreneur, you better be ready to put out some fires. So what are your favorite books, man? What's inspired?
Right now, man, of course, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
So you got Robert Kiyosaki. I'm just naming the authors. You guys know the books.
Right.
I can go down the list. I'm a big Ron LeGrant fan. Me and my team will be out in Miami in the 1st through the 3rd of February. He's having an event out there. So we're big Ron LeGrant fans.
He's old school.
We'll be there. Yeah.
Old school.
But we love his energy. The energy of Ron LeGrant Ron LeGrant. Grant Cardone, excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ron LeGrant. I'm like, he's old school for sure.
Ron LeGrant's long gone.
Yeah.
Grant Cardone. I don't know why I was thinking about Ron LeGrant, but
Stellar B
Grant
Soul.
Cardone. Yep, there you go.
10x
Grant
everything.
Cardone.
Yeah, he's a
10x
beast.
everything. Be obsessed to be average. We're big 10xers, so we believe in everything that Grant's saying, man, because he's a high level energy guy, and that's what we're doing.
And you think about the results you want to get. and the action it's going to take to get there, you better multiply that action times 10, because I guarantee you it's going to take way more work than you thought in the beginning. After you build that momentum, like you said, it's a snowball effect. You build it up, but you better be willing to put in that work, man. You got to grind it out.
And don't forget about Gary Vee too. Gary Vee's a big, you like his books as well.
I love the influencer marketing, you know, building your model around that. In fact, do you have a camera guy that follows you around sometimes? You're kind of doing that model.
So let me tell you what's going on with that now.
Yeah.
So after our Contrell and Danny, they joined our team.
Yep.
Contrell went to school with a guy by the name of Charlie Parks. Now, Charlie came on the team, and the first thing he wanted to do was add value, right?
Yep.
So he wanted to learn the business, but he wanted to add value while he's learning the business. What did Charlie come up with? Charlie walked up to me and said, "Hey, I got a camera, I got a drone, I could do footage, do different footages." So a lot of the footages that you see of me, the Grind Guy, Mr. Charlie Parks is doing all of the footage.
That's dope.
And he's doing footage for a lot of people here in Atlanta. I mean, just off of that, and just being able to connect and meet people just doing that. He knows what that does and what he has.
Right.
And how that adds value. He can meet different people just at a shoot, taking family photos. He can meet with a realtor. He's doing some photo shoots today for a realtor that's putting a house on the market. So that type of thing. So he adds that type of value to our team. It's all about relationships.
Yep. I tell you what, Max has done a solid job at just duplicating Gary Vee's model. You know, as you're going, just document the process. You might not feel like you're ready, but if you start documenting it, you're going to look back 10 years from now and realize how far you've come. You know, document it, bro. I love it.
I just wish we had social media when I got started. I tell my team this all the time. Like, if I could have, like, the Grind Guy's been there, but that name I got from a guy that he was following me on social media. He saw me at a meetup. He said, "Man, you're all over the place. You're like the Grind Guy."
Yeah.
And I don't know who the guy was. He just said that to me, and I was leaving the meeting. I was like, that name sounds real good. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna use that name, and I just stuck to that. So that's been about 2.5 years now. So yeah, I just wish we'd have had this a long time ago with the social media, because you can do so many deals across the country, and not have to be actually in that country. You could do a deal in Alabama, Chicago, New York, LA, and be right here in Atlanta.
Right. What would you say your ratio is from deals that you close over the phone compared to deals that you actually go out and appointments and lock them up?
We're appointment setters. Yeah. I don't really believe in doing too many deals over the phone. If I'm at a property, I can tell a seller what's wrong and why I'm making this offer versus over the phone and just throwing a number out there.
Yep. I agree.
They're getting millions of phone calls. I tell my team, just set the appointment. We'll be there. Just set the appointment. If we got to be out there today, it don't matter what we're doing right now. If I get a phone call right now, Ben, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut the video short. I got to go to the.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And it's really about pre-qualifying them prior to setting that appointment. So my team understands what that means.
Right.
You know, we got acquisition people. They're coming to meet you at your property today, and they'll be able to, make you the offer at that time. And it's sometimes where we have another model set up from a guy that we use out of California as well, and he does all of that and sets the appointments. And when you go on the appointment, we just locking up the deal.
Yep.
We have different people that we work with, and this guy's out of California. Haven't even met the guy in person, and we've been doing business with him now 3 years.
That's awesome. Yep.
But he's great at marketing and great at what he does. He just wanted to find somebody that's on the ground that can get and deliver the deals.
I tell you what, I got a proposal for you, man. We'll talk after we get off the interview. I'm based in the South Carolina market, but about a month and a half ago, we branched into ATL. Just started cold calling, right? Hitting a bunch of different lists, bro. I got a pipeline full of leads, and there's some deals in there, bro. We're gonna talk. If you all about going on appointments, bro, let's do it.
We have no problem going on appointments. We will go, and everything's documented. You'll see us at the appointment, like, okay, wow, they're at the house now. Okay, oh wow, okay, they just locked you up. They're on the contract. Okay, let's go to close.
Yeah, I love it.
We move this business, and you gotta move quickly because there's other people that are calling about deals. We just got to deal. We just got to deal today that that fell apart, and we picked it up from somebody else. So I mean, it's how the business works.
Yep, absolutely is. Tell me, is there one story looking back on your life that resonates with you the most that's had a significant impact on where you stand today?
When the market crashed.
Yeah.
When the market crashed, you got to realize when I got business, I wasn't that the market was going to crash. I just got taught to go. I didn't know anything else but to go, right? So as the market's slowing down, I'm looking at everybody like I had the money to buy and hold, but I was looking like, why are you guys buying and holding them? The houses are upside down. I didn't understand that part.
Right.
And I got humbled real quick. Almost lost everything. Well, damn near lost everything. And had to really start all over. So my wife now, Amita, she's been with me it'll be 10 years in January. She saw me from the bottom all the way up to where we're at right now.
That's what's up.
Being humbled through that process, you know, you have to be a different type of person. You have to have some type of faith into something.
Yep.
But I always told her, I said, I knew I was going to get back to where I needed to be and better, because I'm actually better than I was at that time. At that time, I was young. My mindset wasn't right.
Right.
Now, I feel like I got humbled to get my mindset right, to get everything else right for me to be the business person that I am today.
I love that. I love that. If you were to give the younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Man. Woo. There's a lot of advice I can give my younger self. Listen. I'm more of a doer, so sometimes some people, there would be a lot of people in my ear about different things, and I wasn't taking that into consideration.
Right.
But listen is one of the main things that, and my family and friends and people that know me know that was one of my weaknesses. And now I'm a great listener. And I take action. I take a lot more action.
Those are some wise words, bro.
Yep.
They really are. Yeah, man. We're going to get close to wrapping it up, man.
Okay.
Couple last questions for the viewers. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote. I got so many, man.
That's tough.
Man, I could go so many ways, man, but I'll use this one. Always be closing.
Always be closing.
Always be closing. ABC. Always be closing.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, I believe that our life is built upon the quality of our questions, right? Because it's not that successful people or entrepreneurs have any less problems than you and I, but they just ask better questions and find ways to answer those questions, right? They ask those questions and they find different ways around them. So I like your answer about listening, man, because it's so crucial that you find a mentor, find somebody that has the model that you want to be, right? And you step through that process, you will save yourself so much headache in the beginning. I cannot say that enough, man.
Oh man. Like, okay, so the mentor that taught me, he gave me a snippet of the business, right? Which was knocking on doors pre-foreclosure.
Right.
The whole everything else with like cold calling and driving for dollars, that all came about just being active in the business. And when the market crashed. So when coming back, that came about in like 2011, 2012 is when I really started driving for dollars and really starting to get the whole grasp. After being in the business 12 years.
Right.
I started in 2000. I did more door knocking than anything, with pre-foreclosures. And then when the market hit, it was like I had to find something new. And like I said, I got humbled, but every day it was like, how do I get back? How do I get back to getting to the closing table? Yeah. People ask me, how do I go to closings right now? Because a lot of people say, well, send me my wire, I'll do a mail away and send my documents in. But there's no greater feeling than going to a closing table. There's multiple people that are there, that are closing, that are buying, that are selling.
Right.
Making relationships with those people that are at the closing table. They got other properties that they want to sell, or they're buying and they got properties that they want to buy other properties.
Right.
So it's a consistent network for me. in the team. We consistently know how important it is to go to those closings and to network.
That's right.
Because you're at the table with the closing attorney. If you're closing multiple deals with the closing attorney, I can go in my attorney's office right now, Bobby Dortch, and sit in there after a closing, and everybody that comes in, and multiple attorneys as well. Everybody that comes in, they're going to say, hey, that's John Stafford right there. He's one of the big-time wholesalers here in Atlanta. You need the deal. I'm sure you can work something out with him.
That's what's up.
What just happened? We're creating more volume.
Yep.
So that's the next thing for us, man.
I love it. I see we got some questions coming in. I missed some of these a few minutes ago. Someone was asking, John, do you have an acquisitions manager, or is that's your spot?
Yeah, that's my spot.
Yeah. So basically, you love it. You love being out in the field.
I love the field. Every day. There's no better feeling than being in the field. Like, I got a couple projects going on. I'm in the field all the time because I'm actually doing a few rehabs myself as well. So I'm in the field at all times.
Yep, that's awesome. You got to find your superpower and stick with it.
Find your niche.
Not everything's the best fit.
You can listen to every podcast. You can talk to as many people as you want to. They're going to tell you the exact same thing. Is going to come down to finding your niche. That's my niche in the field.
I love it, bro. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. What's the best way for people to find you online?
You can find me at John Stafford on Facebook. That's JOHN Stafford, STAFFORD. Also, you can look me up on Instagram at The Real Grind Guy on Instagram. We also have a business page for my team. It's called Everybody Eats. That's EERR, Body, BODY, Eats, Real Estate. You can find us on Instagram as well. And we're eager to connect with any and everybody and do a lot of business.
I love it. Well, thank you again for coming on, bro.
Hey, Ben, I really appreciate you for reaching out and putting us out there, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Me and the team.
We're going to connect, bro. We'll have a phone call before the end of the week, and let's chop it up about we'll get some things going, man, for real. Me and Christian have been talking about getting an acquisitions guy, so I'd like to try out some different stuff, man, and see where it goes.
So kind of like with the guy out of California, it's the same process, and it just works because he's like, man, you like the field guy. I'm just going to send everything your way. Yeah. And we just get deals done.
That's awesome. So. Cool, bro. Well, let's get with it. You guys find John. He's always adding tremendous value. Any questions you might have, I'm sure that he's real quick to respond. So keep on doing it, guys. Stay consistent and never give up on those dreams, guys. It's real.